Welcome back. Here's Primal Tiger Deer playing Xin Zhao on the North American server. 3 minutes in, Lee Sin ganks Teemo for the kill, and then heads back through the top side. Seeing this, Xin Zhao wraps around the top side of the enemy jungle, hoping to catch Lee Sin out. The thing is, Lee Sin is far too low on HP to even consider heading back into his jungle. He's going to recall ASAP. This overall is a waste of time and effort by Xin Zhao. Though it is good that he noticed Lee's HP and tried to capitalize on the situation, things didn't work out. That's fine, it happens. Just let it go and head back and keep jungling. But instead, Xin Zhao is adamant on catching Lee Sin, and this is going to cost him. Using the Scryer's Bloom, he spots Lee at Krugs and decides to go after him. Gangplank and Teemo come in, and this turns into a 2v2 fight with the red team's minions getting involved as well, and Xin Zhao gets killed as a result. Don't commit so hard to one play. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. 6 minutes in, Teemo is pinging for help as Gangplank is overextended in the top lane, so Xin Zhao decides to go in and help. Normally, I wouldn't fault him for his pathing here, but there is a control ward in the top tri-brush, which makes that the best path for a gank. You don't know if the river you're going through is warded. In this case, it happened to be warded, so Gangplank sees you coming and backs away. Now that he knows you're trying to gank him, he goes to ward his tri-brush, and lo and behold, he spots the control ward and takes it out, eliminating any advantage you had for ganking top lane. What I'd have recommended doing here is actually heading into the enemy jungle near the red buff instead. This will give you the option of ganking top through the control ward you have in place for a strong gank on the Gangplank. Or it also gives you the option of the much more dangerous gank onto Heimerdinger once Morgana comes back in the lane. In either case, it gives you better options than heading straight up the river. 7 minutes in, the blue team decides to do Dragon, but there's one major problem. The red team cleared the Scuttle Crab, and Taric is seen passing through it, which means the red team knows that the blue team is doing Dragon. The red team comes in and wipes out 2 members of the blue team in exchange for their Heimerdinger. This sequence of events could have been avoided by not committing to the Dragon once Taric was seen by the enemy team. 10 minutes in, we've got a lone Heimerdinger defending mid. Xin Zhao should wait for Taric and Morgana to CC Heimer, but instead he dashes onto a minion to close the gap. If he had simply started 3 Talon Strike on the stunned Heimerdinger, he could have caught him through his flash with an audacious charge and got out cleanly. But he ends up going 1-for-1 instead because he didn't coordinate well with his teammates here. 13 minutes in, the enemy Alistar comes over the wall with his headbutt and pulverize. Once both of those abilities are down, the blue team should commit to killing Alistar, but Xin backs away thinking his team's got this one in the bag, and Alistar flashes over the wall to safety. Don't stop attacking prematurely just because you think your teammates got things under control. Always secure the kill. Always. 23 minutes in, Xin is trying to defend his mid-turret 1v3. This clearly isn't going to work out since he's outnumbered, so he should just back away, but he throws away his ultimate out of desperation and fails to protect the turret anyway. The red team continues their push down mid and Misfortune is wide open at the back. This is a good opportunity for Xin Zhao to kill her, but she gets away just barely as he has no ultimate to work with to secure the kill. 26 minutes in, Xin Zhao is in base when his team is trying to stop the enemy team from doing Dragon. Without Smite, this is a bad gamble, so there should be retreat pings from the Dragon Pit, as the odds of securing it are too low. Morgana and Xayah stick around way too long, trying to catch the dragon they can't hope to get, and both of them get killed as a result. 28 minutes in, Taric and Xayah are left defending the base from 4 members of the red team. Meanwhile, it looks like Xin Zhao has tilted off the face of the earth and is pushing bottom as the red team pushes into his base. I understand if you're feeling demoralized, but you gotta know this is not gonna make things better. 31 minutes in, the red team aces the blue team and goes on to win the game. In terms of areas for improvement, I'm getting a sense of demoralization and helplessness in your playstyle here, as if you've got to do everything yourself. Try to remain calm, cool, and collected even when facing tough odds, or you'll end up throwing away abilities like this, which will just make you even more demoralized as the game goes on, and the consequences of these little mistakes pile on top of one another. Lastly, whether your teammates are praising you or harassing you, You should always look to make plays off of their strengths, instead of thinking you have to do it all on your own. Remember, like it or not, League of Legends is a team game. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, do subscribe to the channel, follow on Twitter, and check out the video links on either side. Leave a comment about the kind of content you'd like to see in future videos, and check out the Patreon link if you'd like to support this channel directly.